Back in 1988, Timothy C. May wrote a sentence that sounded almost like science fiction at the time. Cryptography will enable individuals to communicate, exchange value, and organize anonymously and without the control of the state, making traditional power structures technologically unsustainable. 2 decades later, Bitcoin appeared, the first concrete proof that this idea was not a utopia. For the first time in history, people could transfer value without a bank, without intermediaries, without permission. And then came the explosion. Thousands of new projects, tens of thousands of new tokens, billions of dollars in capital, euphoria, promises, revolution. But as the market grew, so did the confusion. Beneath the story of freedom, the same old patterns began to reappear. Concentration of power, hidden control, and systems understood by only a small number of people. Today, there are more than 1,000 blockchain networks and over 24,000 cryptocurrencies. So it's a completely legitimate question. Does the world really need another one? Right at the moment when the crypto world was going through a major crisis of trust in 2022, Attila Vidakovic and Peter Molnar, both programmers by profession, blockchain technology lecturers at multiple universities, and true crypto anarchists by conviction, decided not to ride the wave, but to respond to its weaknesses by creating a new, truly decentralized financial system they called Mosaic Chain. They saw that the idea of decentralization is often just a slogan. To understand why, it's important to know one simple thing. Every blockchain works thanks to a large number of computers around the world that run the same software and maintain the network together. Those computers are called validators, but even the networks considered the most decentralized have a serious weakness. As an example, Ethereum has more than 1 million such computers participating in maintaining the network. But the majority of those validators are concentrated in the hands of a very small number of the largest players. Its decentralization coefficient is 2, meaning that, in practice, just 2 major players can have decisive influence. Mosaic Chain has around 2,400 validators, but they are owned by approximately 2,000 different people. Its coefficient is around 1,000. That's the difference between apparent and real decentralization. Attila and Peter didn't want just another project that lives off marketing. They wanted a system that is sustainable over the long term, open, and truly distributed among people. They built for 4 years without hype, without aggressive promises, without short-term tricks. And on October 6, 2025, Mosaic Chain officially launched. The global crypto community recognized Mosaic Chain's potential, and by early March 2026, it received recognition in the form of an award for the best blockchain ecosystem in the world.
And so the winner is of the Best Blockchain Ecosystem Services category for 2026. Mosaic Galaxy, you are the winners of this category. I can hear.
But then an even bigger question emerged. If every network builds its own world, how do those worlds work together? Today, most cross-chain transactions take place through about 20 large, centralized bridges controlled by a small number of computers, on average only about 20 relayers, owned by private companies like Snowbridge, Multichain, Wormhole, Layer 0, and others. Those bridges have proven to be one of the most vulnerable points in the crypto world. Billions of dollars have been lost at these crossings. During 2025 alone, estimates speak of $3.2 billion in stolen funds due to hacker attacks. Out of that problem, the highway was born. Its conceptual creators, developers Nenad Tanaskovic and Robert Pauschich, started from a simple idea. If the future is decentralized, then connecting those networks must be decentralized too. The highway isn't designed as another purposeless coin. It's designed as infrastructure, a decentralized highway between different networks, built on the foundations of Mosaic Chain. Unlike existing bridges secured by a small number of private relayers, the highway network will be secured by as many as 6,000 independent relayers, computers that function on the same principle as validators and collectively confirm the validity of every cross-chain transaction. Instead of a handful of private firms, we're talking about thousands of independent participants. As with Mosaic Chain, the focus is on real decentralization and dramatically stronger security. Together, Mosaic and Highway are not just two more projects. They represent a return to Timothy C. May's original idea, a world where technology enables freedom, security, and organization without central control. They bring order where chaos emerged, harmony where fragmentation existed, and security where vulnerabilities remained. Not through promises, not through marketing, but through architecture built on true decentralization. And maybe that is exactly what the crypto world is missing most today. Because maybe the crypto world didn't need another coin. Maybe it only needed a return to its own roots. That's why, in the coming months, an opportunity opens for you to become part of this infrastructure yourself, as an owner of relayer rights in the Highway network. Those who participate in building infrastructure today participate in its operation tomorrow. And in the digital economy, infrastructure is what creates long-term value. The Highway is designed as a system where relayers take part in processing cross-chain transactions and share in the revenue that this infrastructure generates. For those who think long-term, a position like this can become a foundation for future financial stability, because financial independence isn't built overnight, but through ownership in systems that last. The greatest value isn't created by those who arrive last, but by those who help build the foundation.